You want to learn, you want to know zikr, chanting, very nice, upstate, nice land, nice woods, but there is a fee. You want to learn chanting, there is a fee. You want to be a Sufi, there is a fee. You want to learn nirvana, there is a fee. Everything, there is a fee. But it's not just money. That means the one who is guiding you doesn't need anything from you and doesn't want anything from you. If he needs and if he wants, then he's not a person leading you from this world to the other world. He's a person who's leading you from this world to this world and to a deeper Jahannam. So, how do you follow someone? How do you know if that one is right? So many people are stuck there. How do you know if that one is right? But I don't see anyone getting stuck and remaining hungry, not knowing what to eat when they enter into a cafe or a restaurant, seeing so many choices. They make a choice and they eat. They say, okay, this is good. Next time I come, I'm going to try a different one. This is no good. Next time I come, I'm not going to try this. It's very clear. But why, when it comes to following someone, they're stuck? Well, I don't know. Is that one perfect? Are you perfect? Are we perfect to follow a perfect one? What is perfection to? How can people, we don't understand what is perfection. We've never seen it. How can we judge what it is? And there are so many things that the guide may do that is not going to make too much sense. But it is very clear. What is he doing? Is he taking anything from you? Does he want anything from you? Does he even say, you must love me, you must obey me? Does he say that? He does. He wants something from you. Choice must be given. This is free will now. Free will is not to use your energy to do wrong things. Free will is in despite of your desires, you're going to use that will to do the right thing. This is free will. Free will is not going to say, I'm going to use drugs, or I'm going to smack someone, or I'm going to destroy. That is not free will. To live life senselessly, worse than animals, that's not free will. Free will is despite that we're living in this animal sensory world, that you must rise against it. That is divine will. That is the divine free will that Allah has only given to mankind, not to animals, not even to angels. Not even to angels. He did not create the angels to represent Him. He created mankind to represent Him. Which is, in Islam, mankind, insan, is called Hazreti Insan. The blessed, the holy insan, the holy mankind. And when Allah created mankind, even the angels did not understand. Angels, they have no desire. Angels, they are close to Allah. Of course they are. But angels, they have no desire. Angels were not created to know their Lord. They are created to do the bidding of Allah. We have been created to know our Lord, to discover Him, to represent Him. This is a huge responsibility, and this is a huge intention, divine intention that is put only in mankind. The animals, they're also doing Allah's bidding without question. When mankind, he starts to discover himself, then he moves closer and he begins to discover his Lord. Because the Prophet said, the one who knows himself, he knows his Lord. This is why tasawwuf, spirituality, what we've just said in the past, say, 1 hour, no one in the right mind who follows any faith tradition is going to say, no, that is wrong. That is against to our teachings. No one is going to say that. Everyone's going to say, this is exactly what we believe in. You're just using a couple of different words, showing a couple of different shades, putting some emphasis over here instead of here, but we're accepting it, which is why in 1,400 years of tasawwuf, Sufi tradition, you will always find Christians and Jews, priests and rabbis, pundits, and anyone who is waking up to their spirituality to sit and to speak and to take. You don't find them sitting and fighting and arguing. Because now it is to go deeper. It is not about the covering of religion anymore. It is about what is motivating us from the inside, the intention. We are Muslims, alhamdulillah. We are following in this way. The Shariat, the divine law, it is very important to us, but the way we approach it is understanding what it is. It's not doing it so that we can go to paradise. It's not doing it because we're afraid that we may be punished. This is different. We're doing it because of love. Allah deserves to be worshipped. He created us not to put us to hell. He created us because He wants us to know Him. We don't have a heart. We should. If we have a good friend, and all that good friend wants is for us to understand him and to come closer to him, and is giving us everything, and we're saying we don't care about you, isn't that terrible? Which is why now Tasawwuf and Sufism moves into love, but it is not love the way that the world understands love, which is just fulfilling your pleasure senses. It is something that is higher than that. It is something that completely overtakes you. So when you find a guide and you consult with him every now and again, and you remember him, that guide in Tasawwuf in Islam, that Shaykh, he is an inheritor of the Prophet. He is Warisul Anbiya. The way that the Prophets are to their nation, the Shaykh, it is to their people. So what is his duties now? His duty, the most important thing to him, it is not his family. It is not himself. It is not his possession. It is not his land. It is not his idea. It is you. Just as the most important thing for the Prophet ﷺ, it is his nation. And he did not make any distinction in his nation to say, I only pray for the Muslims. His nation is everyone on the face of this earth, whether they believe or they don't believe, it doesn't matter. He cries out for us. His first words when he was born was, Ummati, Ummati, oh my nation, my nation. And his last words before he passed was calling out for us. So, if we are in this way of Sufism, of Tasawwuf, slowly we start to even feel some things that the Prophet ﷺ is feeling. We start to have more compassion, more understanding. We start to become more alert to the enemies that is inside of us first. Just as the companions, they took the Prophet as a guide to bring them to Allah. So we are holding on to our Shaykh as a guide. Everyone, once they're on that main highway, they can walk or they can run. They can sprint or they can take a car. Doesn't matter. That is according to you. This is another thing that distinguishes this from a cult. Although they call us a cult, doesn't matter. So what? We're not trying to make everyone to be the same. In fact, it is against to our principles to make everyone to be the same. Because everyone is testifying the uniqueness and the oneness of their Lord. He created you, Timur. There's never been another Timur before, although you share his name, but like you, no. And there will never be another one up till Judgment Day. Never. Only you. And you have been created, you specially have been created to know Allah. He's not saying there's another one. If you don't work out, I have this other one. No, there's you. There's you. There's you. Each and every one of us. Testifying to the oneness of Allah. Doesn't the world see? More they're trying to put Islam in a bad light, more the sun is going to shine. They're banning people from saying Allah. Big debate years ago. Allah and God, they are different. Never mind that God is from Gott, from German. And Germanic Christian monotheism is completely different from Germanic paganism. It is different from Roman Catholicism, which is different from the, the Israelite traditions of Jesus himself, because he was from Bani Israel. But the word Allah cuts beyond any tradition or any race. It's not, okay, there is one Allah, one God for the Christians, one God for the Jews, one God for the Muslims. No, it's one. You call him in different names. But you call him God. But you say you love Jesus. What did Jesus call him? Allah. Because he was speaking Aramaic. He wasn't speaking English. He wasn't speaking German. They're trying to ban people. The Israeli, they ban calling the azan for Fajr prayer. Now, even the Christians from their bell towers, they are calling azan. They are saying Allahu Akbar. Because the world is slowly starting to wake up between what is right and what is wrong, what is just propaganda and what is the real thing. Now people who have belief, and when we're speaking the khutbah, when we're talking about Allah, He's addressing the believers. He's not addressing Muslims, believers. And this cuts across everything, ethnicity, religion. Do you believe? Yes. And in these days, we're looking for belief. We're not looking for the trappings of religion. Because there are many, they look like they believe, but they don't believe. And there are many that look like they don't believe, but they believe. And in these days, it's very simple. Do you believe in justice? Do you believe we should live with justice, stand up for justice? Do you know what is right or wrong? What is happening in the world right now? Pick anything and say, is this right or is this wrong? It's clear. Then, with that, you will find unity. Every unity is testifying to the unity of Allah. So this is what we are here, and in this tradition, this is nothing new. This has been in place since the Holy Prophet ﷺ, that he gave the message. One is for the awam, for the masses, and he says, for those who wants to learn more, I have more to give to you. For those who wants to go deeper, I have something to give to you. Sufism, Tasawwuf, is not a sect in Islam. To say that one sect is opposite to another sect and they're fighting, no. Tasawwuf is like going to postgraduate school in spirituality. Everyone goes to grade school. There's Islam. Now, if you want to have iman, if you want to have faith, then you're going to deepen it. You're going to study a little bit. But if you want to have ihsan, to have beauty, now you're going to beautify your manners, your adab. And you're going to look at what you are doing to make it more beautiful to your Lord. Then that is where tasawwuf enters. So it's going deeper and it's going higher. So we follow our Shaykh. It's a long tradition. He took it from his, he took it from his. And these traditions, for anything that has real value in this world right now, is not contained in books. It cannot be. Definitely not from Google or YouTube. Definitely not. It's passed from heart to heart. From that time until now. You may discover a couple of things here and there, but to get it, there has to be this spiritual transmission. So that one is obligated now to pray for you, to help you in this world and the next, to intercede for you. In America especially, if you get into trouble with the law, what's the first thing that you do? Huh? Call your lawyer. You don't call your father. You don't call your mother. You don't even call Allah. You call your lawyer. Correct? Now, if you know that you're in trouble, and this world's in big trouble, and the one who's on the spiritual way, not only he understands his spirituality, he understands what blocks his spirituality. And the trouble that is in if he doesn't have the key to unlock it. That time you call a lawyer. And the prophets and the sheikhs, they are there to help you to maneuver and to bring you out. And this is according to you. Shaykh is not going to treat this one like this one, this one like this one, this one like this one, no. Especially the old school way. We must know everyone, everyone must know them well. I just don't mean spiritually they're going to know them. They're going to be involved in their lives. You're going to have a community. As much as you can, inshallah. So, this is what we're busy with, this is our intention. This is what we're doing. And anyone is welcome to come, anyone is welcome to go. Geline hoş geldin. Gitine. Güle güle. Welcome to those who come, farewell to those who leave. It has to be. That is free will too. Inshallah. All right, Timur. Inshallah. Hayır. El-Fatiha. Amin. Assalamu alaikum. Any other